So good afternoon. It's Wednesday, and I actually forgot that I'm supposed to have this direct talk. I must say that first of all, I didn't want to. Do I have units in my phone? I think I need to buy. I need to buy bundles before I continue. Please just allow me to buy bundles before I continue. Just now. Yeah, I think I need to get some. I need to get some cheaper bundles. There's somebody who promised me that he's gonna give me some what's that? A dongle, a dongle with cheaper bundles. I'm waiting for that bundle. I need it. I mean, I think I'm spending too much on bundles with these other companies. I need to get something better. So now, I really didn't want to talk about the issue of Chishimba Kambwili. I didn't want to talk about it because I want to have a press conference tomorrow. I started this case. No. I started this case with a press conference. I need to close it tomorrow with a press conference. I started this case with a press conference. Those of you who remember, that when I started this, when I spoke about it on a press conference and I went to the police and so on and so forth. So I need to close it. I need to close it up with a press conference. But just to, I've been monitoring what, the different comments coming up, especially the reactions of the vice president of NDC. The president of NDC, I don't know if it's physical or whatever, but anyway, the reaction of the vice president for NDC, I want to react to that. And a few other people, I've also seen Vakaravana Varandapo, I've also seen Vahechechna Varandapo. I want to talk about this. So I want to respond to these guys. I want to respond to my fellow politicians, because when politicians are talking, I must also talk. I must also talk. In politics, you don't let others talking and you're just keeping quiet. So I want to respond particularly to the vice president for NDC. I want to respond to the message that has been posted by Hakainde Ichirema. I want to respond to Hari Karaba. I want to respond to these people. And I want to tell you that the case of Kambwili has got nothing to do with politics. The case of Kambwili is purely substantive. Purely substantive. It's about the law. There is nothing about politics. So don't bring in politics in this case. And I know, you see, even Kambwili was playing politics. He was playing politics when the case was actually serious. For him, he was playing politics. He was playing politics. And it has costed him. It has costed him. He should have looked at the case on its merit. This case has been determined on its merit. And all these other things that people are bringing in, around and so on and so forth, they have got nothing to do with the merits of the case. The merits of the case are very straightforward. They are very straightforward. It is about this company, how it was registered. How it was registered. This is the issue. This is the issue. And Kambwili was using that company to get undue advantage in terms of business because he was a minister. That's how I came to know about it. I didn't know about Mwamona investment. I knew of Mwamona investment because of the way Kambwili was bulldozing people, workers at the mines. The mines, he was bulldozing them to get the business. He was bulldozing them. And they got tired. They got tired. That is the issue here. There is nothing about nothing. It is about people that got fed up with the way Kambwili was treating them. Have you forgotten when Kambwili was boasting that I've got so much money, the contracts that I have with the mines, I can go to London and have a cup of tea and come back. I can be going to London to have a cup of tea and come back. You have forgotten how he was boasting? You have forgotten how he was boasting? And he was boasting like that because of the way he was bulldozing the people at the mines. That is the issue. I didn't have this issue from a politician. It came from people in the mines who were working in the accounts. They got tired of Kambwili bulldozing them. Him calling them corrupt. When they give somebody else business, Kambwili alikatirire. You know, the business in the mines. He held it. It was him. Nobody else. If somebody else tries to go into the mine and supply what Kambwili was supplying, he would go there and tell off the workers to say, you are corrupt. Why have you given this one? And so on and so forth. And certainly, this is not what I believe in myself. This is not what I believe in. I am a president of economic and equity. Equity. Yeah, if you look at these two words, economic and equity, the tema words here, no. I thought through. They represent what I stand for. Economic and equity. Muchalo, it shouldn't be that only those who are influential to get opportunities. Everyone is supposed to get opportunities. Kambwili was taking all the opportunities. He was taking all the opportunities. Everything, it was just have to be Kambwili through using that company. And is that okay? Is that good? Is that good? You can say all you want, I don't care. I don't care, let me tell you. Me, I don't care. When something is wrong, I will face it and I will do what I think is right. Kambwili was abusing the businesses in the mines using that company. And the people that he was abusing, they got fed up. He was sold to me. Those people came to me and revealed things because they got fed up. And when they got fed up, at that time, Kambwili was even in government at that time. Because this issue came to me as far back as 2014. As far back as 2014. That is when this issue came to me. And I was preparing, doing my investigation so that I can bring it before Sata. Unfortunately, Sata died before I could bring this issue to him. When Edgar Lungu came in power in 2015, I brought this issue before by Edgar Lungu through Amos Chanda. You can go and ask him wherever he is. I told them, look, there is this issue. Can you look into it? But because Edgar Lungu wanted to reward Kambwili for the job that he did in campaigning for him, he gave him a position as a minister. In 2016, I did the same thing. But still, Edgar Lungu gave him a position. He dallied, to give him a position, but eventually he gave him a position. So if anything for me, when I say Edgar Lungu does not fight corruption, the case of Kambwili is one of them. So today, as I'm talking, I am even talking to President Edgar Lungu, that mwamona nga company ya Kambwili ine. Have you seen today? By Edgar Lungu, have you seen today? Have you seen? Because I was talking about this issue and nobody paid attention. Kambwili was being given that position as Minister of Finance or Minister of Information with my complaint, written complaint against him. But they went and gave him a position because at that moment Kambwili was a darling in their campaigns and all. So these are some of the issues that for me, it doesn't matter which side or whatever. I just say things as they are. Anyway, after he was relieved of his position, I knew this is my time. That's when I pushed the case and it worked very well. So, This was me going. I was talking about this before, way before. And when I saw he's out of government, I said, let me pursue this. Because to me, Kambwili was too arrogant. In the way he was conducting himself. If he was conducting himself in a proper way, I wouldn't have minded. But he was too arrogant. He was above everyone. He could do anything. And this is the same arrogance that he brought even in Kumakot. This is the same arrogance that he brought Kumakot. Come on, forget it. I don't accept nonsense. The behavior of Kambwili, Nama lawyers was total nonsensical. I'm saying this. The behavior of Kambwili, Nama lawyers, it was total nonsensical. It was nonsensical what they were doing. They were doing politics instead of looking at the matter. So those of you who are saying no, who think that this is a political matter, tell me, how can a child of 9 years old, register a company? How? How can a child of 9 years old give a power of attorney? How? How foolish can you be? How foolish can you be to accept that no, this is political? How? Surely, how? How can a child of 9 years register a company? How can a child of 9 years give power of attorney for Kambwili to register? How? And you want to say, no, it's political. Political what? Nonsense. This is a crime. What they did is a crime. They created a fictitious person. And when I said they created a fictitious person, that useless journalist in the name of Kaseva Mashira, he was busy. No, fictitious person. Which fictitious person? There is no person called Mwamba Chishimba. Nothing. The son of Mr. Mwamba of Kambwili is Mwamba Kambwili. That is the name. And I spoke about this. And everyone was, no, it's political. You have been given 20 pin by Kaiza Zulu. I know better how to get money from whoever than to come up with the lies. No. That issue came from the people. Today, me, I am celebrating. You can say whatever you want, but I'm telling you, I am celebrating and I'm sending a message. I'm sending a message to all those who think that they are mightier than anybody else. No. Your days will come. I know at the moment I'm telling you, there are two ministers currently serving under Edgar Lungu. 2 ministers. You 2 ministers, I'm looking at you. I am waiting. The way I waited for Kambwili, I am also waiting for you. Your time will come. 2 ministers. Your time will come. You know the ministers I'm talking about. I've already brought them out in the public. You know. One of those, Ulia, you know, the rats are nonsense. Nakumatawa. When we had drought, people are starving. Some minister was benefiting out of that. I will come for you. People are want to and whatever. We bring in very good machines and everything. You go in and start demanding for money to be paid, and you are paid a lot of money. Your day will come. Your day will come. Because now you are ministers, you are enjoying the protection of the system. But when the system will not be with you, I will come for you. Because for me, it's not about no ni PF, nothing. Me, I fight things objectively. Kambwili, there is nothing like whatever. This case, it is on merit. He has been jailed on merit. He got a rage of a sister and gave it to the son. And you say, no, it is okay. How? He registered. Babulo mwana. Basta create fake name. Babula na rage. Ya muntu umbi. Sampaka mudi. They marry them to make a person. And you say, no, it's political. How? How is it political? This is straightforward forgery. Straightforward forgery. Eh? So there's nothing political here. There's nothing political. There is nothing political. The case is straightforward. This case, I can assure you, even if Vakachite appeal, the magistrate has clearly put it there to say, you have got 10 days to appeal. If they appeal, even the High Court, they will lose. Even the Supreme Court, they will lose. And they should be praying that as they engage in the expedition of appealing, they don't get a higher sentence. Because Simusamba has been very generous to give them 12 months on each case. They must be very, very careful as they are going with their appeals. And those lawyers, I'm telling you, those lawyers didn't help him. Abena Simusamba, they did not Simusamba. Abena Keith Mwemba, they didn't help him at all. They didn't help him. That case was very straightforward. The case was solid. The evidence was so solid. And the best that they should have done is not to be arrogant. They should have advised Kambwili to be more humble. To be more humble. We all commit offenses. We all commit crimes. But you know, even the law, yes, they say the law has no face. But when you are humble, when you present yourself in a humble manner, abantu kutiwa kumfira koluse. Even the magistrate win, and our muntu, now kutiwa kumfira koluse. But when you become so arrogant, playing to the gallery, these are the results. And you know, if you think that the higher court who overturns Musamba's judgment, because how are they going? What are they going to say? What are they going to say? The person, that name that they created is fake. The NRC they used is for somebody else. Kambwili was signing on a name of somebody else who doesn't exist. How are you going to overturn that? Nangwama lawyer vali, nangubali piashani, nanguniwa state council. How can you overturn that? Where it is written Chilufya Tayali, why sign up? How? Eh? Nanguni power of attorney. We should sign. If we sign a power of attorney, you go and sign a personal Yamuntumbi, you go and sign on the name of somebody else at power of attorney. Where? I'm telling you. I mean, sometimes you lawyers, you should also be sincere. You should also be sincere. Kambwili, I'm telling you, his lawyers didn't help him. They have taken him, they took him all the way into the ditch, and they are still taking him. If I know they are busy now trying to appeal. If it is not just money that they are getting from him, they are taking him further into the ditch. Further into the ditch. Because the best that he should do now is to start saving that 2 years and be a nice guy. Edgar Lungu has got a soft spot. Look at how many people he has been releasing. He has been releasing so many prisoners. And if people, instead of being arrogant, busy trying to appeal, the wife should be going to State House to go and plead with Edgar Lungu. That's what they should be doing. Because now his fate is entirely on President Edgar Lungu. And the best that they should do, this is free advice. Those relatives who are crying and so on and so forth, abandon those lawyers of yours. They are not helping you. Those lawyers of you, they are not helping you. They are just misleading you. They are putting you in more problems. The best that you should do now, free advice. Start pursuing State House. Start pursuing State House. Let President Edgar Lungu, pardon Kambwili. He can do it. He's a good man. That's what you should be doing. But if you go with arrogance, go to High Court, mukachinja shani evidence. How? Mukachinja shani evidence. Kambwili testified on and sworn a sworn statement. How? How are you going to change that? When you give evidence and sworn, I mean, it's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. And he went there and he's saying, total lie. Hey, it's an excellent lie. All that arrogance. You know, they said, no, Shansani, chipamzako chapita, I don't care. I don't care as long as I'm doing what is right. As long as I'm doing what is right. And in this case, those lawyers, Vakwa Kambwili, they are just misleading him. This man is in for it. He's in for it. There is no way going to overturn that evidence. There is nothing. All these issues that they have been bringing, Simusamba recuse himself, Simusamba asking for whatever, that is all total nonsense. It's going nowhere. It's just arrogance. It's just arrogance. And I can assure you there is no judge in the High Court. There is no justice in the Supreme Court that will overturn the evidence that was given in court. I have looked it left, right, and center. Before I stood up to go to police, I was very sure of what I was taking to court. And this one, I'm telling you, watertight. It will not be overturned. On the merit of this case, all this nonsense that you have brought around here and there, they are just nothing. They are nothing. I know even some to my journalists, they were there, you know, trying to what. My friend, you can write whatever stories. You know, you can write whatever stories, but the substance, the truth always remains. And apapena wa mdala, there is nothing. Mukachinja shani, like I'm telling you. Mukamufumia kuisa, muamba, Chishimba, mukamufumia kuisa. Mukamufumia kuisa. That person doesn't exist. The son of Mr. Kambwili is Mwamba Kambwili. Na NRC alikwata, which we produced even in court. It came. Na kwata NRC. When the company was being registered, he was 9 years old. He couldn't register a company. He couldn't give a power of attorney. Even apart from that, Bakambwili was signing on Mwamba Chishimba. Who is Mwamba Chishimba? And even if you have a power of attorney, you don't sign against a name of another person. You don't do that. How are you going to overturn this evidence? How are you going to overturn this evidence? How? You may not like me, but what I'm telling you is the truth. You may not like me. What I'm telling you is simply the truth. It will not happen. Your only solution, if there is any sympathy, the person that you should be looking at is Edgar Lungu. I mean, he has no powers. Is as useless as I am. He's just a citizen. So he can write whatever he wants. And a lot of people, I'm not fooled by a lot of you. Because a lot of you, especially on social media, when people talk, no, wait, what? Yeah, speak for us. What? Hey, my friend, me, I'm not fooled by the comments that I get on social media. I am not hurt or fooled by the comments that come from social media. Because the people on social media, they add to nothing. You can be there, celebrating. What? Hey, speak for us. Hey, what? Kambwili. Vera na wanani kujere. He was busy with his arrogance, saying all sorts of things. He has gone to jail with who? All of you are on social media, you have remained. Na pasapa mwalaria. Ngabwaira mutampe no kusefa muchita. Vakambwili is that side. So arrogance, getting fooled by the people on social media, the comments on social media, it's very dangerous. People like Bena HH, they will lead you into a ditch. They will lead you into a ditch. At the end of the day, you will be jailed alone. You'll be jailed alone. You'll be in trouble alone. Bakalava. Finish Bakalava. People, be real, especially young people. I'm talking especially to young people. Be real, be very careful. I may look like a joker. Because I like to joke. I have humor. But I am very careful with what I do. Very careful. Even my association with PF, it is very strategic. It's very strategic. Because, you have to respect the ruling party. You have to respect the ruling party. That's a fact. Edgar Lungu, he may look small, he may look what, he may look down. But my friend, that man is a Republican president. He's a commander-in-chief. Mess around with him, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. You can't abandon me. Come with you. I've got people who are backing me up. Oh, yeah. Be very careful with some of these things. Be very, very careful. So my response basically is to tell off all these to my politicians who think that they have it and they can talk. I'm telling you, useless. You are not helping. You are not helping. You are not helping. The only man that stands to help Kambwili now is Edgar Lungu. And if you want your Kambwili to be out, start being nice to him. Start being nice. Start appealing to him. Not trying to say, no, this government, hey, they are doing what? They are doing what? Oh, the cases are there on merit. That one has gone on merit. Nothing you do. Nothing you do. Nothing you do. The case is overwhelming. The evidence is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. Like the case that I will come and start for that guy. Uliom guys, uliom minister, nkatampa, nkakuishira. There is one minister, nkamukonka. Uyuwa matawa sometimes ndamufira koruse. You know, but the evidence that I have for that guy who was involved in that speed cameras, the evidence that I have on that guy on speed cameras, not Kafwaya. Kafwaya is a gentleman. Nderanda pari Brian anyway. One day, I will face it. I have no friendship. I have no what. Nivanani. Nangu mfeni wa lungu. Ngana wakwatira for evidence wa lungu lukanya. Ine nshabako. Ndemi wa vechinga ba PF. Njini wakujaira ini. If I have evidence for you, I see that you are really a scam, you are corrupt. Wapia. Ilionka wa president. Mukapapa sana. On corruption. Ikawa kwa tini electricity. Waikata kwa high voltage. Waikata kofe. You just touch there. You just go near there. I make sure. Because corruption is what is messing up this country. So for me, I have no sympathy whatsoever. So all those were saying, hey, somebody was calling me, whatever. Not drinking them. I've got no sympathy to people that think they are above the law. To people that think they can do whatever they want. I have no sympathy. And if it's to die, I'll die for that. But unfortunately, some of you wish I would be dead. But I'm not dying now. No ways. I'm not dying. I'll even become president. I'll even sort out some of these people. I'll sort them out. I'm just waiting for the right time. The case of Kambwili has taught me a lesson. I started when he was a minister. I couldn't go anywhere. I will start one day. All of you, I'm a ministers. One day you will not be ministers. One day you'll be just people like that. You'll be just citizens like me. And you should pray that time doesn't happen when I'm president. Because when I'm president, I'll make sure that you pay for it. Allah, I don't care. So this is just, I just wanted to respond to all those who are saying it's political. Nothing. If anything, Edgar Lungu is part of the problem. This case would have been sorted out a long time. If Edgar Lungu and his people, they had listened to me, they wouldn't have even appointed Kambwili as Minister of Information. But they appointed him as Minister of Information, allowing him to do a lot of wrong things. So, for me, this is not about Edgar Lungu. Nothing. It's not about Edgar Lungu. Nothing. And I am assuring you that when I will be president, I will sort out a number of these nonsensical chaps. I can keep quiet today because I know the system is on your side. But when the system will eject you, will put you there, you will see. You will see. This is why I also say, by Edgar Lungu, when somebody is accused, he should be pushed out. He should be pushed out. If Kambwili was a minister, nothing would have happened. Nothing would have happened. We wouldn't have succeeded in fighting this. We wouldn't have succeeded. We have got police officers very dedicated. We have got prosecutors very dedicated. Unfortunately, it becomes difficult for them to prosecute cases of people who are still in office. It becomes a problem. The people I worked with, the police officers I worked with, they wouldn't have worked in the manner that they did on Kambwili if Kambwili was still in government. But they worked because he was out. The prosecutors, they wouldn't have done the job, and they did very well. We have got very good people. I'm telling you, I must say, congratulations to all the police officers that I worked with. You are good. You were good. I congratulate you. I congratulate you. Coming to the prosecutors, I'm telling you, we have got very professional prosecutors. We have got very professional prosecutors. I don't want to mention names, singling them out, but I'm just saying in general, but those that I worked with, they were very, very professional. Nothing of political interference, nothing. They were dealing with me. They were calling me, but what about this? What about this? This case is on me. This case is on me. Don't even take it to Edgar Lungu, because when you take it to Edgar Lungu, because Edgar Lungu allowed Kambwili to be a minister when I was complaining about him. So please, don't bring it to Edgar Lungu na papata. It is on me. And it is a sign of what I'm going to do in future. When I'll be president, this is what I'll do. This is part of my manifesto. Edgar Lungu, as far as I'm concerned, is not helping in fighting corruption. But PF is not helping in fighting corruption. Tam fishing. We had the Chilufya Tam fishing when they were accused of corruption. They were not released. I would have loved those people to be out. I would have loved those people to be out. Of course, I didn't have issues with them per se, myself. But at least relieving them, it helps. It makes the people to work professionally. With them in offices, it becomes difficult. So I have no issues with Chilufya and what in terms of corruption. I have no issues, but I've got issues with two ministers. Two ministers. One day, it is not political. It is fighting corruption. This is Chilufya, touch and go, the public lawyer. I'm still with you. I'll deal with you. It's a matter of time. Nah, yeah.